Hello everyone and welcome to our guide on the Tricky Trials update in Minecraft. The latest update to Minecraft is finally out. That's right, Minecraft 1.21 is out, and it is the Tricky Trials update, and boy did it bring us a lot of fun content. Today we're going to go over some of that fun content and some of the things that you can expect to see when you launch your game. So, without further ado, let's get into it. The Minecraft 1.21 update. The first and biggest thing that you'll probably take note of, or at least want to do, is head into the trial chambers. These are a ton of fun and a great challenge for anybody who is a seasoned veteran of the game. There's a ton to unlock, fight, and explore, as well as new things that will draw your attention in relating to some of this update. Things like the ominous keys, as well as the trial spawners that will give you various loot, some of which is only gettable through those spawners. Things like the heavy core, for example, which is a rare drop that can help you make the mace, which we will get into a little bit later. Some other cool things from these trial spawners are these new banner patterns, the Guster and Flow. These are very cool, and if you're unfamiliar, just head into your loom with a banner and your dye that you want, and then put in the respective pattern that you want to add in, and you'll find that these are pretty cool designs, at least if you ask me. But let us know what you think down in the comments below. Speaking of cool designs, I'm a sucker for the armor trim in this game, and with the flow and bolt patterns, you can add a whole new look to your armor, depending on which colors and armor you wish to use in the smithing table. Either way, you're bound to have a great time with these new designs. I personally like the flow just a bit more than the bolt, but it's up to you. Another big feature that's been added is the wind charge, which effectively works as a knockback long-range tool, but it's also cool to use in place of a water bucket. You can usually take damage when you fall from a certain height, but if you take the same concept of the water bucket trick, you can effectively stop any momentum from hitting the floor with the wind charge, which is one of my favorite things. Speaking of favorite things, I love the paintings in this game, and they've added 20 new ones. Now, I didn't show all of them here, but I did want to showcase some of my favorite ones here and just give you a general idea of what they kind of look like. It reminds me of Impressionism art, if you guys are familiar with that. One of the other cool things that I mentioned a little bit earlier is the mace. And the mace is a super powerful weapon that has its own special ability and two new enchants unique to the mace. The first is Breach and the second is Density. Breach effectively works as armor piercing, but think of it more as armor penetrating. Any enemy that might be wearing armor will not be wearing armor by the time you're done with them. Then there's Density, which directly affects this weapon's ability, this chicken is indestructible, this weapon's ability to smash. The longer you fall, the harder the damage, and you even get a special achievement if you do enough damage. It's really fun. There's also the Crafter, which is a new redstone item, which for people out there that are smarter than me will probably have an easier time working it, but it is an auto crafter. Sending a redstone pulse to the machine will yield you whatever crafting recipe you've put in the table, and it doesn't matter where it comes from so long as you manage to do it correctly. For example, you can pump out oak slabs like nobody's business as long as you can properly create a redstone machine that works. Once again, that is for smarter people than myself, because I could not figure it out. Finally, let's take a look at the two new mobs, which is the Bogged, which is a gross-looking skeleton, and the Breeze, which... Don't turn away from me when I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you for a reason. Don't you ever turn away from me again. Conclusion. Well, we hope you enjoyed this breakdown of what is offered in the Tricky Trials update. Leave a comment for what you're most excited about. If you happen to like this video, please consider leaving a like, subscribing, and ringing the notification bell. That way we know this is the type of content that you like to see. Until next time.
Oh.